So Adina, you actually have a history of doing some of the research projects, your research projects here on site. Can you tell us about what attracted you to this site for your studies?
Sure. Well, what I really love about working here at the Hopland Research and Extension Center is the variety of ecosystems that we can study here, as well as the diversity of species that you find here, both the plants and the animals. One of the things that I've also taken advantage of here at Hopland is the presence of historical data sets. Over the years, I've been able to take more of a retrospective look at the ecosystems, and it provides some context for our work as what was here before. And in particular, it's useful for students who don't have a lot of time to do their work. So over the years, we've been able to look at the changes in plant and the flora and in the wetland systems by having that information about the past from previous researchers. In the case of a student, one of my students was able to go to restoration treatments along the Parsons Creek, which have been here since the 80s. And he was able to then take the data that we observed now and with that historical information put together the importance of removing deer. He actually was able to document the importance of removing deer from the creek systems and the amount of recovery for the natural vegetation that occurred over that longer time period. And because Hopland Research and Extension Center is an extension center, other individuals, other landowners had come and looked at this demonstration project. And with that, they had returned to their own properties and done the same treatment. And because Hopland maintains very good relationships with its neighbors, the student was able to then go to the other sites, the neighboring sites, and document this same treatment. And the power of having a long time horizon and multiple sites allowed us to really document the influence of the deer removal on revegetation, as well as on this stream channel morphology, which really benefited our native fish recovery.
Excellent. So, Adina, I hope you don't mind me asking because I know you're so good at this. One other thing, you mentioned the diverse habitats here and the diversity of species. Would you give us, in your words, just an overview of what kind of habitats we do have here?
Yeah, well, one of the places that we've enjoyed studying are the vernal pools, which is rather unusual that we have over 12 small vernal pools on the site. We also have a natural lake, which is quite rare for the North Coast. And so that is a especially unique system as well. And of course, we're dominated by annual grasslands, mixed woodland savanna. We also have mixed oak woodlands and a little bit of conifer on the site. And in particular, I want to point out the number of species. We have over 11 oak species on the property. We have some important hybrids. So a real ecotone for diversity. And with all of those oaks masting at different times, that helps us to maintain a very high abundance of wildlife as well, because there's always something to eat at Hopland when it comes to acorns.
Excellent. Thank you so much for speaking with us today.